I, Eldwin, Master Law Guardian and leader of the Guild of Law Guardians, do hereby set stylus to parchment and begin what will undoubtedly be my final journal. I am old. I have no illusions that my remaining days are few. It is my hope that my successor will read this journal, preserving the odd bits of wisdom I have accumulated on our world and the worlds beyond. Most entries herein come from my 150 years of experience as Lawmaster of Perathia. Several items, however, originate from other Lawmasters and adventurous travellers who have explored more exotic and perilous realms. I shall note the more appropriate sources where applicable, and whether any degree of skepticism should be allocated to them. One word of caution as you read. Knowledge is a dangerous instrument. The old ways and the tools of the ancients should never be used lightly. There are perils and delights that we Perathians were never meant to fathom, and yet, who but the Law Guardians are fit to study and protect our people from these dangers? Our mission is a double-edged blade, to understand and yet not be seduced by the old ways. I have experienced so many wonders in the world, waterfalls of lava, floating castles, ethereal creatures. Whoever reads my words, I wish you as long and fruitful as an existence as I have had. I wish you luck. Eldwin, Prime Guardian of Knowledge and Master Law Guardian. And we get to see his little seal there as well on the page. That's cool, man. Let's see the story here. I really do think there's more than meets the eye. It's just sort of a cheesy hero flick adventure in-game, but you read the manual and someone had fun writing out a universe here. And, you know, games like this... you know, like when I was playing Grimrock, it's kind of fun because I could at least be like, oh yeah, there's going to be a sequel. You know, these people are still actively working. But this is just sort of a lost thing that people were passionate about, and you know, potentially could have become a franchise, but just sort of died. It's such a shame. And why? And I haven't talked about this enough because of pre-release hype. One of the big reasons why this game was panned and just like shot down by people wasn't because of it, you know, the issues that I've talked about before, but just because of all this pre-release hype that was unfairly attributed to it because it was like being pinned on with the Xbox at its launch. You know, and then people were expecting way too much. I wasn't a part of it, but I know full well that that's what happened, and there was a big disappointment to people who were expecting it to be, you know, the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and we're talking about, you know, an experience that came out years before that did. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. What an absolute shame. I don't know why I'm killing him with Smash. Hello, everybody. Is that the longest video I've done so far in this series before I've actually introed us in? Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Azurik, Rise of Perathia. We're currently killing rock shard monsters in the volcano area. Volcano Area 1, in fact, or where the Earth Realm meets the Fire Realm. I'm not actually sure what we're meant to consider this, because I consider this Fire Realm, but the guide I'm reading considers this to be Earth Realm. But there's no way this is Earth Realm. Earth has got so many different areas to it. Fire, comparatively, yeah, we've spent a while in Fire, but if you think about it, we haven't seen too much. What have we seen? We've seen the Electric Forest, the caverns, we saw the outside of the Fire Guardian's stronghold, and now this zone? Yeah, come on, this has got to be Fire. Otherwise, Earth would just be such a massive region by comparison. Absolutely massive region. So anyway, our goal at the moment, though, if you missed it last time, we're going for Air Power 2, because that's just going to be immensely useful in getting all sorts of stuff. And while we're at it, we're actually going to get a Fire Disc Fragment 2, which is going to be useful too. What we want to do, I feel like I'm missing an obsidian because we haven't got one for a little while. That's the save point right at the start, by the way, all the way down there. Well, you don't want to go over there. These are the geysers. Geysers? Not geysers, geysers. These are the geysers that we saw ages ago. The mechanics on these are really weird. You're basically in free fall until you hit the peak of the jump, and then the game like strong arms you into a certain direction. So you angle where you're going at the beginning of the like trip and at the end as well. And as a result, it's really weird and very, very odd. If you're not holding in the right direction, you can go completely off course. But there we go. That was actually pretty smooth compared to my time on the test file getting across those. Very precarious indeed, but you shouldn't be too nervous just yet because... Oh, that felt really good killing both of those. But you shouldn't feel too nervous just yet because we've only just left the save point, and as with the other areas, this is... as with the section we did last episode, this is very much make progress and then decide yourself, do you want to go back and save? Now, we can't actually go back to that save point back the way we just came, so we're sort of stuck at the moment because the geysers only go one way. But don't worry too much, because you remember that silver teleport as well from last episode? We're soon to find the exit to that. Very soon, in fact. There it is. It's right there. Wow. Almost redundant me saying it. We are going to keep killing these script, though. Keep our elements nice and high. Collect the odd diamonds around. We've got 82 sapphires. I don't know. What does that mean? Are we going to increase our water fuel cell another time? We've not really been having problems with our fuel cells at the moment. And, oh, this is fantastic. This is a great opportunity for me to mention something. I wonder, because obviously, like, I haven't been able to read any comments of this yet because I haven't uploaded any of it yet. But I wonder whether anyone watching this played this when they were younger. And I wonder whether they've told anyone else in the comments that there's a power I've not shown you guys yet. In fact, there's 2 powers I haven't shown you yet. No, I think I've shown you all of the powers. Except for one. Has anyone been curious what happens if I go water, air, fire, earth? What if I do this? What if I do all of them at once? What happens? What happens if I release this trigger right now? Well, I'm not going to tell you. Because it's damn expensive and we need our fuel cells right now. And maybe in some ways a little bit underwhelming too, but that is a power, guys, and I've not even acknowledged its existence, and not because I was trying to hide it from you, it's just escaped my mind, I guess. But that is a real thing in this game, 100%. And what would be perfect is, I've told you before how I haven't really seen the very last sequences of the game. I'm kind of hoping we need that power right near the end, and then I can demo it to you later on. Like, I'll hold this over all of your heads, the mystery of the final power, until finally we get to that point. Also, I've been terrible for shields throughout this Let's Play, haven't I? I've been absolutely terrible. So yeah, that is a power, and it's very, very, very expensive though. So this is why it's not the kind of thing I'd like to demo in a regular area. Anyway, as I say, if you want to save, now that we've activated the other side of that teleporter, you might be tempted to go back through and be like, oh, okay, I'm going to go save. That's what I did in my test file. But there's no need, because just around this corner and in these rock shard monsters is this save. We've not actually died yet, and this makes me immensely happy. So we've got this save, because it means basically this area is just cleared of many enemies. There's a huge gap over there. How do we get to the other side? Well, that will become apparent very soon. But a bit too far for us to fly over, sadly. We will grab that emerald while we're here, though. And instead, we're going to walk over here. Now, there is a disc fragment too, which you should be able to see just up there. Sorry, I didn't really point it out. Pretty cool, but to get to it, unfortunately, we need acid 3. We don't even have acid 2 yet, because we're nowhere near acid 3. We've only got 2 level 2 powers, let alone a level 3 power for 2 elements that we haven't got yet. So we'll ignore that for quite a while, and as you can see, even behind that fragment, that was a fragment of the life disc, by the way. You can see even behind that fragment, there was a doorway, so there's more stuff to do back there, but we'll ignore it for now. Instead, we're going to just hug this wall around on the right. This catalyst is dangerous. Take my word for it, he can knock you in the water because we're going to be backtracking. Do not try and skip this guy. Kill him. He does not deserve to live. Down he goes. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And we'll do it with the next one as well. Maybe this guy's even more dangerous because he can attack you at a terrifying angle that could knock you in the lava. Oh yeah, it only takes one little slip and then that's it. It's game over. Alright, we'll grab this sapphire. And if we look to the sky above us, we're now underneath where the air power is. Can you see that all the way over there? So last time we were looking at it from, I guess, over there-ish, I suppose. Well, now you can see the air power just up there. In fact, it was over there, because if we flew over to that ledge, that's that sapphire. Do you remember the small gap where I said, oh, there's a sapphire, don't worry about it, we'll come back there? That's that area again. Instead, though, what we're going to do is just grab this diamond and come into this area with 2 rock shard monsters. Hopefully it's not boring for you guys to see me kill these things, by the way. Because I do sort of feel like that, I don't know. Because the combat is... I'm just not sure where I stand on it. I should probably be a little bit more critical. I should probably be like, yeah, look, the combat's not very good. Let's just be totally open about it. Because, you know, I suck this game off in most other regards. Okay, we're going to kill this guy here. There we go. And with everything cleared, and the reason why I wanted to clear those out again is because if I can not die, it will help me with the backtracking later. We have a ladder up here. This drill, do you remember I mentioned that there was going to be sort of a puzzle-ish area? This is where most of that puzzling stuff comes from. First, we're going to press X. We're going to spin the drill. Again, drilling down opens up pockets of lava, I suppose, which allows that lava to then flow into tubes, and that's going to flow into the tube with the air power, forcing the air power out and onto the bridge we just came from. So, hey, oh, wait, though. It's surrounded by lava, and the lava level's raised. So, what do we do there? Well, you just press X again. And that's not the puzzle I'm talking about. It's not that simple. Well, actually, in a lot of ways, it is that simple. You just press X again, close it off, and reveal A, the air power, and B, your means of getting back. That's air level 2, and I knew it! I knew it. Do you know what? I was so sure on my test run. I was like, it really feels like enemies are respawning when I activate some cutscenes, and it's so true. Or maybe they're not respawning, maybe they're just new spawns, because are the catalysts back? No, they're not. Yeah, so it just gives you 2 new spawns. That's an interesting idea. But look, on our way back, this is air power level 2. This is going to explode what we can do. I love air power 2. Oh, it's so good. New power. Oh my god. Oh, there's something else I didn't mention to you guys as well. Check it out. Look at it. Look at it. Now that we've got air power level 2, water and fire, we've got lightning level 2, and we absolutely fuck up catalysts. Now, come back here. Come back here. Boom! I am Thor, almighty god of Norse stuff. Die. Oh, it's so good. And they give you a bunch more catalysts to kill, of course. Every time we strike someone now, lightning will smite them. And if we pop our lightning shield, whenever we attack someone, lightning will smite them too. And look at how good the shield looks now. Oh my god. I told you animations would get better. You know, we're moving away from the pathetic little stabbing of a firewall back in the water realm at the start. Ah, I love the shield. It really feels good now that the shields look good, or at least this one does, because it sort of reminds you to always have it open. There's an old game I used to play called A Bug's Life. Well, the PlayStation 1 version, and there was another shield power-up in that game, and you just feel totally naked if you never had it on. So good, and that's what this reminds me of. Anyway, so what are our new options, guys? Right. We've got air and fire makes this handy shield here very cool. It's got much greater capacity on it now than the old one. So if we go to any electric forest type stuff, which we will, then we're going to have large improvements there. We've got water and air, which now has even greater capacity too, and it just looks cooler, much cooler. I quite like the look of this armor now. It's getting a bit better. We've got and then anything, and then there's the lightning on the axiom. Anything that includes Earth, it obviously isn't going to be upgraded yet because we still only got Earth level 1. But then we've got air on its own. And our wings look a bit bigger now, a bit better, a bit more elaborate. And it still looks kind of lame though. And now we have a triple jump. So this big gap, why do I want to save it? We haven't even done anything. All I've been doing is demoing Power Stew, but whatever. We're going to save it. We're going to come over here and we are going to jump for my love. Now, the thing that you need to do with that is you can't just like double tap if you double tap very quickly, you'll get height. Like it will take you quite high. Oh, actually, this isn't good. There we go. If you double tap very quickly, you'll get height. Oh, that's so cool. Bang, bang, bang. You'll get height. But if you want to do any kind of jump of distance, you need to make the full distance of the jump, then press Y the first time, then press Y the second time afterwards. Like, the glide mechanics are actually pretty cool on this. If you're falling too fast when you trigger the second, like the triple jump, I guess. Oh, it feels so good. Sorry, guys, I'm back. I had to cut it there because I got interrupted for a second. Right, there we go. If you're falling too fast while you're trying to do these jumps, then the triple jump, the third one, isn't going to do much for you. It's probably not going to move you much. It's not going to soften the fall too much. And because now you're relying on that triple jump, you're in the air for a lot longer. Like, these things are much more relevant now. We'll kill this catalyst here too. So look, it's not even two combos anymore. It's one combo and then a little bit. Practically speaking, it's still just as much opportunity for them to hit us, but hey, still. So that's basically what's going on with our air power. I feel like I was in the middle of saying something earlier after we spun that thing and closed down the lava, something that I was really excited to tell you, and now I've forgotten it. Which sucks. Oh, that happens so much when I'm recording, guys. You have no idea. It happens so much when I'm recording. It always irritates me because I'm always like half trying to remember what I was saying while also telling you about what we're currently doing. So anyway, I actually shouldn't be killing these guys right now because they're just going to respawn. But I can cut it out when we go back to them in just a second. So we go. We'll kill this script. Right. What we've come to now that we have this next power, is we can get an obsidian, but also there's this long platform here. This is going to take us to Volcano Area 2, but it's little more than a preview of the next zone for now. Very little more than a preview. I will, however, let you guys see what we're dealing with. Much more open area, much brighter area. Much more pleasant to be around generally, even though it is a fire zone. But we can't cross this river of lava. You will feel empowered because you just got air level 2. You can't make it over there. You can't get over to that ladder. Instead, we need to basically create a raft that we can use to swim about. Well, not swim about, but, you know, we can raft along the lava. Would you believe that's our next goal? So that we can get deeper in. Now, in theory, Now that we have air level 2, we can go back to the Earth realm. And those of you with greater memories might remember that I pointed out an electric shield level 2 in the Earth realm. And should we go over to that, we could then actually, you know, make progress in other areas. So we could just turn around and flee and leave. But instead, I'm gonna stick us about here. We're gonna do all of this in one go, so we don't really have to come back. And that involves us going to Volcano Area 2, all for the next fire fragment. There's a sapphire over there, which are we going for? I think we are, yeah, because we don't want to go over there. There's an obsidian over there, which we'll get in a second. That's the obsidian I was just talking about. So, even though we've got the air power, there's still a lot more of this machinery that we need to deal with. So we're going to fly over to this sapphire. And again, you need to portion out the leaps, because if you don't, then you won't make much distance. Like there, you might have seen, I only just made that. But by doing this, we can come over to this region here. And we're going to find another switch here that sort of loops us again back round to an area that we sort of were at before. But we'll just kill them. The main thing with areas like this, I feel like, is you don't want to get lost. You don't want to, like, fall off of the path, because it's very easy to fall off of the path and then be back at the start and then wonder really where it all went wrong. And this is, like, one particular area where that can happen. So you hit the switch, and for the first time there's no cutscene. It just does stuff for you. And that's going to trigger this rock that goes up and down. And do you remember, I pointed this rock out earlier. I pointed it because last time we jumped into that pipe and that took us into the big room. And this rock wasn't active. Well, now it is active. And you could jump into that pipe and be like, okay, now what do I do? The truth is there's actually a doorway on the left. Really easy to miss. Really easy to miss. But that's where you need to go. Just into this one on the left. And we're back in this room. Do you remember last time we hit that switch over there? And the way you know which switch you hit is because you picked up the gemstones over there. We hadn't actually hit this switch. So we're going to fly over to this one. Don't actually need the double jump there, but you can do it if you want. You can pop to both. And by hitting this switch, if you look at the tube above us... Actually, no. By hitting that switch, sorry. The tube that's in front of us was open, and now it's closed, okay? So any lava we would have tried to route through there would have just been falling out before, but now that it's closed, the lava can continue. And now is where, again, you can get lost. You can be like, okay, what exactly are we doing? We're back just where we were before. You know, we dropped down into this ridge down here, and we're in terrain we've been to before. So what was the whole point in pressing that switch? It can be confusing, but the whole idea is now that we've made that a closed circuit. Where am I going? Where am I going? I thought that was a doorway out. Is the doorway out over there? Was I not supposed to drop down? No, surely I was supposed to drop down. How did we get out of here last time we dropped down? Well, there's lava there. Have I just totally screwed myself up because we've raised the lava level in this room? I think I have, unless I can fly out. No. Damn it. Have I just screwed up? Oh, man. Jeez, I didn't even know that was a possibility. I'm a fool. I'm an absolute fool. Okay, I'm going to have to kill myself, guys. I'll see you. Don't follow me, basically. I'll see you after we press that switch. My bad. My bad. Okay, here we go. At least I guess now that we've done that, I can demonstrate to you. There you go. Can you see the hatch closing down? So the only other opportunity for us then, I could have sworn we were just meant to go back into this room. But I guess not. Like, that's mad. That is absolutely mad. I guess we just got to jump over there. I don't remember any of this. I've got to be perfectly honest with you guys. I don't remember this. Alright, so there we go. That's the chute, if you remember, that the air power came down from. That's the very chute that it came down from. And what we're going to do, here's the essence of the puzzle, right? After you've pressed that, you need to go back to the drill that originally turned off the lava flow in there, or turned it on and then we turned it back off to get the lava power out. Now that that's a closed circuit, well, circuit, yeah, I guess circuit works, right? Don't kill me. Oh man, I'm so low on health. Now that it's a closed circuit because we've hit that, we can flow the lava into an area it's not been at all before. So back up here, and that's all there is to the puzzle of this area. And do you remember the large machine that I mentioned before, that like it was our ultimate goal to turn back on? Now look at all these lava chutes. They're all going to turn on. They're all going to be full. And that big room where we jumped into the intimidating hole that was marked by a sapphire. Now there's going to be something more to do there. Do you remember this room? Now both sides are spinning. And actually in the center, a steam chute's going to open up. Which is fantastic. So again, we just make that single walk back around through where we saw the... Actually, hold on. You could probably... Oh no, because the lava... And as you see, that was a walkable path before, but now we've raised the lava level so high elsewhere that unfortunately we can't do anything over there. Yeah, because that would have been a shortcut back, and a really awesome shortcut at that, but instead, no, they forced us to go the other way. So instead, we're going to come along here, and I can imagine, you know, if they had maybe a little bit more time or money to spend on this area, the idea of all these lava puzzles, raising and lowering the lava level, and actually fixing the machine could have been such a cool concept that they could have really taken in some interesting directions. Anyway, we're low on health. I'm half debating letting myself die, but whatever. Now, there's an obsidian over there. This is where you'd be surprised the amount of places you can go with air power too. We can actually fly all the way over there, which just looked so out of reach in previous situations. And now, it's something perfectly possible to do. We can grab the obsidian, and your way back, believe it or not, is back over near this bridge here. So, don't be too worried about that. I kind of want to go in the teleporter. Yeah, I do. I do want to go in the teleporter, because that's going to be the quickest way back anyway. So we'll go back in the teleporter, back to... I also want to get my shield up, because I'm going to get attacked by rock shard monsters as soon as I come through here. I still think this is much better than the previous time we were in the fire realm, just because of the stuff coming up. Volcano Area 2 is awesome. It's got some crazy cool puzzles and jumping areas in it. Like, really, really phenomenal. I can't wait to show you guys. I don't know how much of that's going to be in this video, though, since how are we already 23 minutes in? Oh, my God. It's so ambitious, my ideas with this series. Oh, yeah, we got this whole section of the game to do. Yeah, I'll do that in 2 videos, no problem. No problem whatsoever. Like, before playing, do you remember I was talking about an annotated playthrough that I was watching videos of? He did it in like 40 episodes, and I was like, yeah, and all of his videos are only like 10 minutes long. That means my LP will be like 20 videos long. Nope, not true at all, because he was able to cut through loads of stuff that I'm not cutting at all, and I'm not doing absolutely efficiently. Right, quickly jump down here, because I'm scared of the monsters. We're going to slide back down this chute into this room. That was where the big multicolored orb was, if you remember. Ride this vent all the way to the top, and now we go directly into this, which flies us very high up to what all the guides are referring to as the top of the world. I'm on top of the world. And believe it or not, we're now on top of the volcano. This whole area, like, we've not even really had a good glimpse of a volcano, have we? Let's be honest. But we're now on top of the volcano, and by collecting this sapphire, we create our raft across the lava. Look at this. You're not actually in control here. I think you're not. Oh, what terrifying thought that you'd be in control. You're not in control there, so don't worry about falling off or anything, or, you know, accidentally dying. And Azurik is going to ride along all of these lava rivers that we've seen on his wonderful boat that he has fashioned from rock off the top of the volcano. He'd make the Diluvians proud. And he's going to ride it right into Volcano Area 2. And this section reminds me very much of an area in Little Big Adventure 2 when you're on the second planet under the gases. What a fantastic, fantastic area there. We're going to hit this rock, bounce off of it in a really weird way. Fantastic animations there. And this rock is going to start circling around this platform in the middle with a ladder. So simply fly over to it, and now you can make it. So over there, this is the ladder I was talking about that I said you'd be emboldened, but you wouldn't be able to make it. Now we actually can, because we've used that raft. We're going to climb up, and there should be a save point very soon. We got a multicolored orb. Yeah, there we go. There's the save point. And from the top, you could go on that rock again, and like just wait, and then fly, and then, you know, jump across much easier. But instead, I'm going to fly. That's it for this episode, guys. We're now in Volcano Area 2. I do think, if I'm good at the game, we will get Volcano Area 2 done in one episode. We're going to what the Oracle is going to call the Battle Platform. We do have another Oracle we can listen to in just a second. That'll be the start of the next episode, though. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying Azurik, Rise of Perathia, and I will catch you next time for more recordings I shouldn't be doing. I should be working on Crayon Lore.